Some stars of a popular auction show took a break at Keele and never returned to your screens. What really happened to them?
Dave Hester has always been a lightning rod for drama. From the moment he first strode into a storage auction, the man seemed destined to stir trouble. Fans of Storage Wars know him as the bidder who could turn a calm sale into a battlefield. But what many viewers never realized is that the chaos you saw on camera was only the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, Dave Hester carried a storm that almost derailed one of reality TV's biggest success stories. In this video-style deep dive, we're pulling back the curtain. We'll explore the birth of Storage Wars, how it captured millions of viewers, and the fascinating process behind every single auction. We'll meet the colorful cast of buyers, each with their own quirks and catchphrases. And of course, we'll trace the dramatic arc of Dave Hester, the mogul, the disruptor, the man who turned bidding into a battleground. So settle in, because what started as a simple show about abandoned lockers became a saga of rivalries, shocking finds, and legal fireworks. Are you ready to uncover the hidden drama that nearly ended Storage Wars? Let's rewind to where it all began. When Storage Wars premiered on A&E on December 1st, 2010, nobody expected a reality show about forgotten storage units to become a pop culture phenomenon. But the concept was irresistible. Ordinary people taking extraordinary risks for a shot at buried treasure. Here's how it works. In California, if rent on a storage locker goes unpaid for 3 months, the contents can be sold by an auctioneer as a single lot in a cash-only auction. This law turned unassuming storage facilities into arenas of high-stakes competition. Professional buyers travel from site to site, peering into units that might hold priceless antiques or worthless junk. Before each sale, bidders get just 5 minutes to inspect the locker from the doorway only. No stepping inside, no touching anything. It's pure instinct and experience. After the auction, the winning bidder finally steps inside, sorting through the contents like a modern-day prospector. Sometimes they consult experts to appraise rare or unusual finds. Every episode keeps a running tally of costs versus estimated profits, so viewers can see exactly who scored big and who walked away in the red. From day one, the show's narrator and executive producer, Tom Beers, set the tone. He explained the premise at the start of each episode and wrapped up with profit recaps. Importantly, Beers made a conscious decision not to feature the personal stories of the original locker owners. As he once said, "All you see is misery there, and I didn't want to trade on that." It was a choice that kept the show upbeat and focused on adventure rather than tragedy. The formula clicked. The first season delivered 19 episodes, 17 filmed at storage sites across Southern California. Audiences loved the combination of suspense, humor, and the thrill of the unknown. By the second season premiere, Storage Wars drew an astonishing 5.1 million viewers, the most watched program in A&E's history at that time. Success bred more success. After the record-breaking second season, A&E quickly ordered 26 more episodes. The next wave premiered on June 5, 2012, though 6 of those episodes were strategically held for the latter half of Season 3, which kicked off December 4th of the same year. Season after season, the series remained a ratings magnet. By January 30th, 2019, Storage Wars wrapped its 12th season, seemingly concluding an impressive run. For a while, fans feared the lockers had closed for good. Then came the surprise revival. In March 2021, A&E announced Season 13, premiering April 20th of that year. Season 14 followed quickly on November 2nd, 2021, bringing back fan favorite Barry Weiss, who had left during Season 4. Season 15 extended the winning streak with 24 episodes, concluding on August 15th, 2023. And the excitement didn't stop there. A 16th season was slated for June 7th, 2025, shifting to an hour-long format to give viewers even more bidding drama. Perhaps the biggest headline? The return of Dave Hester, absent since the end of Season 12, setting the stage for fireworks all over again. The heart of Storage Wars isn't just the mystery of what's inside each locker, it's the buyers themselves. Colorful personalities, sharp instincts, and occasional clashes turned ordinary auctions into unforgettable television. Dave Hester was there from the very beginning. Appearing in Seasons 1 through 3 and later from Seasons 5 through 12, before making his dramatic comeback in season 16. Early in the series, he owned the Newport Consignment Gallery in Costa Mesa, California, and the Rags to Riches thrift store, which he closed in 2011. Afterward, he launched Dave Hester Auctions, proving he knew the business inside out. But it was his fiery temperament that made him unforgettable. Dave frequently butted heads with fellow buyers, especially Daryl and Brandon Sheets. He loved to raise the stakes, forcing others to bid higher, and never shied away from a confrontation. His signature, a loud, drawn-out "yep" that echoed through every auction lot. He loved it so much he plastered the word on trucks, hats, and T-shirts. The call came from his days as a bid catcher, helping auctioneers spot offers in a crowd. In December 2012, Dave's volatility reached a boiling point. He was fired from the show and responded by suing the producers for wrongful termination, a lawsuit the court eventually tossed out. Undeterred, he returned triumphantly in Season 5, proving that controversy was simply part of his brand. Another fixture from Season 1 through 15, Daryl Sheets earned his nickname for the risks he took. A veteran auction hunter from San Diego, Daryl thrived on high-stakes buys and wasn't afraid to chase the wow factor, a phrase he repeated like a mantra. Daryl often partnered with his son, Brandon, dubbed the side bet. In later seasons, Brandon sometimes bid against his father. But it was all in good fun. Perhaps Daryl's most jaw-dropping discovery came when he purchased a locker for $3,600 and uncovered numerous works by artist Frank Gutierrez, appraised at roughly $300,000, the biggest profit in Storage Wars history. And yes, there was that unforgettable moment when Daryl stumbled upon a plastic-wrapped human corpse in a unit. While most people would run, Daryl's first thought was to find the culprit, suspecting foul play. Jared and Brandy brought youthful energy and a touch of romance to the show. From Season 1 onward, they operated the Now and Then thrift store in Orange, California, later opening a second location in Long Beach. But the business struggled. By Season 5, the Long Beach store was revealed to have never turned a profit. Jared remained active through Season 13, while Brandy continues to appear, proving her staying power as one of the franchise's most popular faces. Now that you know the cast, let's return to the man who often stole the spotlight, sometimes for all the wrong reasons. Dave Hester's aggressive bidding tactics and relentless drive made great television, but they also created tension behind the scenes. Producers walked a fine line between capturing drama and preventing real conflict from spiraling out of control. His firing in 2012 was the culmination of mounting issues, from disputes over production practices to personal clashes with fellow buyers. Even his lawsuit, though ultimately dismissed, threw a harsh spotlight on the show's inner workings. Yet Dave's charisma was impossible to ignore. Fans loved to hate him, and his signature, "Yep," became a rallying cry for viewers who tuned in partly to see what stunt he'd pull next. That's why his return for Season 16 was such big news. Love him or loathe him, Dave Hester is Storage Wars. Storage Wars began as a simple premise: buy abandoned lockers, hope for treasure, and tally the profits. But personalities like Dave Hester turned it into something bigger, a mix of business, entertainment, and unpredictable drama, from jaw-dropping finds to courtroom battles. The series proves that reality TV thrives on risk, both financial and personal. As the show marches into its 16th season, one thing is clear: the lockers may be silent, but the stories inside and the rivalries outside are louder than ever. So next time you hear that unmistakable "yep" echo across an auction lot, remember, behind every bid is a tale of ambition, strategy, and just a little chaos. Most viewers think Storage Wars is pure spontaneity, but there's a lot of planning you never see. Producers scout dozens of storage facilities ahead of filming, checking lighting, sound, and security. Each auction day is scheduled like a military operation. Cameras placed at key angles, microphones hidden on bidders, backup gear ready in case a locker door squeaks at the wrong moment. Yet the bidders aren't given scripts. They know where to be and when to start bidding, but the tension, the trash talk, and the surprise discoveries are completely real. Sometimes producers will ask a buyer to explain a decision on camera after the fact, but the bidding itself, 100% genuine. The editing room is where the magic happens. Hours of footage are cut into a tight 20-minute narrative, transforming a day of dusty digging into a thrilling treasure hunt. It's also where personalities shine. Dave's sharp, "Yep," Daryl's gleeful, "Wow" factor, or Brandy's skeptical eyebrow raise become recurring motifs that keep fans hooked. Reality TV fame can invite real-world headaches, and Storage Wars is no exception. Dave Hester's wrongful termination lawsuit made headlines. But it wasn't the only legal wrinkle. Over the years, disgruntled locker owners have occasionally challenged the auctions, claiming they were never properly notified. California law requires multiple written warnings before a unit is sold, and A&E's legal team works overtime to ensure every auction is airtight. There have also been whispers, never proven, that some bidders exaggerated the value of their fines for dramatic effect. The network has consistently denied any staging, emphasizing that appraisals shown on screen are either from independent experts or based on actual market data. Still, speculation keeps forums buzzing, adding another layer of intrigue to the show's legacy. Success breeds imitation, and Storage Wars inspired an entire subgenre of treasure hunt television. International editions popped up in Canada, the UK, and even France, each with local bidders and unique cultural twists. Spin-offs like Storage Wars, Texas and Storage Wars. New York tried to capture the California magic in new markets, introducing fresh personalities and regional drama. Some of these spin-offs lasted only a season or two, but they proved the concept's universal appeal. No matter where you live, the idea of hidden treasure locked away in an unassuming garage-sized unit is irresistible. From Reddit threads to dedicated Facebook groups, Storage Wars fans treat every episode like a sporting event. They debate strategies, estimate locker values, and even share tips for attending real auctions. Catchphrases like "Yep" have entered everyday conversation, becoming shorthand for confidence and quick decisions. Thrift stores and flea markets report spikes in interest whenever a new season drops, as viewers feel inspired to hunt for bargains themselves. The show hasn't just entertained. It's fueled a mini-economy of resellers and amateur pickers chasing their own wow factor. Some former bidders prefer a quieter life, but the legacy of Storage Wars ensures they're remembered whenever someone scores a surprise jackpot at a storage auction. What began as a simple peek inside unpaid lockers has grown into a cultural phenomenon. One part treasure hunt, one part character drama. From the calculated chaos of production to the real-life lawsuits and worldwide spin-offs, Storage Wars proves that ordinary spaces can hold extraordinary stories. Dave Hester may have brought storms of controversy, but he also brought unforgettable energy. And as long as abandoned lockers keep piling up, there will always be another mystery waiting behind a rolling metal door. The only question is, who will shout "Yep" first? Through 16 seasons, the lockers have coughed up some jaw-dropping surprises. Viewers still talk about the locker stuffed with vintage arcade machines that sold for thousands. Another buyer uncovered a rare 1959 Gibson Les Paul guitar hidden under a pile of blankets, appraised at well over 6 figures. Collectors love the episode where a bidder discovered a stack of first-edition comic books sealed in plastic, including an early Spider-Man worth a small fortune. And who can forget the dusty chest filled with gold coins? Moments like these keep fans glued to their screens, proving that a single winning bid can change a life overnight. The veterans of Storage Wars don't rely on luck alone. They watch body language during bidding. They sniff for mildew to guess at water damage. They look for high-end furniture legs peeking out from under tarps. Dave Hester once said he listens for the subtle clink of metal when a locker door rattles, hinting at hidden tools or machinery. Daryl Sheets often trusts his gut, betting big if the locker feels heavy with history. These micro skills separate profitable bidders from those who end up with a pile of broken toys. Ever wonder why so many units go unpaid? Life happens. Job loss, sudden moves, or medical bills. Storage facilities charge monthly rent plus late fees, and once a tenant falls behind, costs spiral. After 3 months in California, the law allows auctioneers to sell the contents to recoup lost rent. Facilities prefer to keep paying customers, but auctions clear space and recover revenue. For bidders, the low entry cost and potential high reward create a perfect storm of opportunity and risk. It's capitalism distilled into a single, suspenseful afternoon. Early seasons showed bidders flipping through dusty paper ledgers. Now mobile apps and online bidding platforms are reshaping the industry. Buyers can scout upcoming auctions, set maximum bids, and even live stream the action from miles away. Some veterans embrace the tools. Others stick to in-person instincts. Dave Hester himself once quipped that no app can replace the smell of a good locker, but younger buyers see technology as a way to outmaneuver old pros. Not every locker is about profit. Several cast members quietly donate useful finds, clothing, furniture, toys, to local shelters and community centers. Brandy Passante has organized charity sales where all proceeds go to children's hospitals. Even Dave Hester has participated in donation drives, proving that competition doesn't erase compassion. Longtime viewers love to speculate. Did producers ever salt a locker with rare items to juice ratings? Was that infamous corpse discovery a planted stunt? Forums are full of theories, from hidden rivalries to secret alliances between bidders. The network insists everything is authentic. Still, the mystery fuels endless debate and keeps storage wars buzzing on social media long after episodes air. More than a decade on, Storage Wars has changed how people see everyday junk. Thrift stores, flea markets, and even curbside giveaways feel different when you imagine hidden treasures inside. The show has inspired podcasts, board games, and countless YouTube channels documenting real-life storage hunts. It's more than entertainment now. It's a culture of curiosity and second chances. Winning a locker is just the beginning. Successful bidders must rent a truck, pay for disposal of trash, and sometimes hire extra labor to haul heavy items. There are cleaning fees at the storage site and resale commissions at auction houses or flea markets. Many newcomers are shocked to discover that a $500 locker can easily rack up another $300 in overhead before a single item is sold. Veterans like Dave Hester factor these costs into every bid. That's why you'll hear him stop abruptly at odd numbers. He's already subtracting dump fees and gas money in his head. When a rare object surfaces, the cast often calls in specialists. Antique dealers, art appraisers, or vintage toy experts provide on-the-spot valuations. But even experts can miss hidden value. A chipped vase, once dismissed as common, turned out to be a Qing Dynasty relic worth thousands after a second opinion. The blend of professional knowledge and bidder instinct keeps every reveal suspenseful. From late-night talk show jokes to cameo references in sitcoms, Storage Wars has seeped into mainstream culture. Parodies appear in animated series, and the show's catchphrases pop up in memes and comedy sketches. Musicians have even sampled Dave Hester's famous "Yep" in remixes, turning an auction call into a dance floor hook. The program boosted interest in second-hand markets nationwide. Thrift stores report spikes in foot traffic after major episodes. Flea market vendors credit the show for a wave of new bargain hunters eager to resell hidden treasures. Some small towns have even hosted charity auctions themed after Storage Wars, using the excitement to fund local projects. Behind the cameras, relationships evolved. Brandy and Jared's playful banter sometimes hid real disagreements about business strategy. Daryl Sheets and Dave Hester clashed on screen, but have occasionally teamed up at charity events. These shifting alliances added another layer of tension for viewers who wondered who might bid against, or alongside, whom next. Storage auctions are a crash course in behavioral economics. Bidders experience adrenaline spikes, fear of missing out, and the gambler's rush. Seasoned pros train themselves to stay calm, while newcomers often overspend in the heat of competition. Dave Hester's abrupt bidding style exploits those instincts, forcing rivals to decide quickly and sometimes pay more than they planned. As Season 16 rolls out, fans speculate on what comes next. Will there be a spin-off focused entirely on online auctions? Could international crossovers bring American bidders to Europe or Asia? Producers remain tight-lipped, But the enduring popularity of Hidden Treasure TV suggests Storage Wars still has many lockers left to open. While Storage Wars spawned official spin-offs overseas, independent auction hunters around the world were inspired to create their own legends. In the UK, storage bidding surged, with buyers documenting massive antique hauls on YouTube. In Australia, weekend shed sales became a craze, where bidders hoped to find rare surf memorabilia or indigenous art. The global appetite for hidden treasure shows just how universal the thrill of the unknown can be. Every tense bidding war relies on a sharp, fast-talking auctioneer. These professionals set the pace, keep the crowd energized, and ensure legal compliance. A well-timed pause or a playful tease can drive bids higher. Many Storage Wars auctioneers have fan followings of their own, with viewers admiring their lightning-fast chance and ironclad fairness. Among the hundreds of auctions filmed, one unit stands out. A locker that fetched nearly $50,000 after a fierce bidding war. Inside were vintage movie posters, rare film reels, and a pristine collection of early Hollywood memorabilia. The winning buyer eventually sold the contents for several times the purchase price, setting a franchise record and proving the incredible potential of a well-chosen bid. Reselling storage locker finds isn't just profitable, it's green. Every antique chair or set of dishes that finds a new home is one less item in a landfill. Some cast members proudly highlight this eco-friendly side of their work, framing the business as a sustainable alternative to mass-produced goods. Veteran bidders often bring family members to auctions, passing down strategies and instincts. Dave Hester's son, Dave Jr., occasionally joined the show, learning the ropes directly from his father. These mentoring moments show that storage hunting can be more than a career, it can be a family legacy. Some lockers tell stories the moment the door rolls up. One was packed entirely with vintage jukeboxes, another with circus costumes from the 1940s. Buyers sometimes stumble upon units so perfectly curated they feel like time capsules, offering a snapshot of forgotten lifestyles. It's not all fun and profit. Buyers have encountered hazardous chemicals, broken glass, and even wild animals hiding in the dark corners of a locker. Safety gear, from gloves to heavy boots, is now a must for seasoned bidders. The thrill comes with a reminder: treasure hunting carries real risks. Occasionally, well-known personalities have slipped into auctions just for the thrill. Local musicians, retired athletes, and even a few Hollywood actors have taken a turn at bidding wars. Their surprise appearances generate buzz and add another layer of excitement to the already tense atmosphere. With smartphones everywhere, the storage auction world has gone digital. Many facilities now stream live auctions, allowing buyers to bid remotely. This shift widens the field, drawing competitors from different states or even countries. While it boosts profits, veterans argue it removes some of the face-to-face drama that made early storage wars so addictive. Not every legendary discovery happened in California. In Texas, a dusty unit revealed rare Civil War letters. In Florida, an untouched locker held vintage surfboards that later sold at a museum auction. These stories prove that hidden treasures exist far beyond the show's original filming locations. Some Storage Wars buyers dedicate part of their profits to charity events. When a unit contains valuable furniture or collectibles, they sometimes donate a portion to local shelters or community drives. This unexpected generosity highlights a softer side of an industry known for competition. While the on-screen spats are entertaining, off-camera rivalries can be more intense. Buyers guard their favorite auction sites, share coded tips with trusted friends, and sometimes try to outbid rivals purely for bragging rights. These behind-the-scenes power plays keep the community buzzing long after filming ends. Every locker is a gamble. Bidders calculate possible resale value versus purchase price in seconds. Sometimes a $200 locker earns $2,000. Other times it's a total loss. This high-stakes math separates casual hobbyists from seasoned pros and adds to the tension viewers love. Storage Wars reshaped the reality competition genre. Its mix of suspense, colorful personalities, and real profits inspire dozens of imitators, from car-flipping shows to antique hunts. Even today, networks credit the series for proving that everyday treasure hunting can pull huge ratings.